Hello everyone, today I will be doing an in-depth guide to enchantment. This will explain how to enchant, what are the best enchantments, where the enchantments are located, and how to get the ores to do the enchantments. I will be breaking this video into different parts, and hopefully this helps you with your enchantments and explain how it. Part 1 will be explaining where the quest area is located, where the enchantment area is. So the enchantment area is located in between the first two towns, so town number 1 and town number 2. And it's right in between. If you make it to now, town number 2, there should be a path that leads you up to it. Part 2 is when should I do the quest? When should I go and start doing this quest? You should start doing this quest only after you have gotten the golden shovel and you have the magnetic pan. Once you have these two items, you can go down the path and start accepting the quest. Part 3, I'm going to be explaining the quest to you. So once you reach the Archaeologist, you should have a question mark over his head. You will talk to the Archaeologist and he will give you a quest. The first quest is finding Aurorite. Aurorite is a epic drop found in the river, and after that, he's gonna tell you. Once you found the Aurorite, it's gonna tell you to come enchant. So you'll come back with the Aurorite and enchant. Part 4: where can I find Aurorite and where can I find Aetherite? So Aurorite is found everywhere on the map except Sunset Beach. It is best found in Fortune River. It is the best place to farm it, especially when people are using totems. You have a very big chance of getting it. Uh, you heard me said Aetherite, and the Archaeologist will also mention Aetherite. Aetherite is a legendary drop. You should not use it for enchantments. I'll explain later in the video why you should not use Aetherite. But for now, if you get Aetherite, save it. Do not use it for enchantments. So part 5 is how do I enchant? Once you found Aurorite, you're going to be asking yourself, what do I do now with the Aurorite? So with the Aurorite, you're going to want to equip it in your hotbar. So do Aurorite, put it in your hotbar, put it in your hand like this, head to the altar, click E, click number 1, and it should give your pan a enchantment name. Later on, I'm going to explain what each enchantment does and what are the best enchantments. But this is how to actually do the process of enchantment and finishing the quest. So part 6 is going to be explaining what each of the enchantment does and explaining deeply what each one does, because even some of them are kind of they're kind of hard to understand. So I'm going to go through each one of them, and I'm going to give you the roll value, so like how hard it is to get. So let's start with the first one, Lucky. Lucky has a 10% chance of rolling, and it's a flat out plus 5 luck. So it's just plus 5 luck to your stats. The next enchantment at a 20% roll is Strong. This gives your pan a plus 20 capacity when panning. The next one would be at a 5% roll, is called Gigantic, and it gives your pan the capacity of plus 40. Next one is at a 20% roll, is Swift. This gives your shake speed a plus 1. It is useless, do not go for this enchantment. Glowing is a 5% roll, it does the same thing, it's shake speed but much faster. It's still not worth it, it's one of those useless enchantments, skip. Forceful has a 20% chance of rolling, it gives you shake strength of plus 2. It means when you pan in the water, you're moving faster. Or not moving faster, but you're clicking harder. Destructive is the same thing. Shake strength plus 5. It's even better. It's a more upgraded version of Forceful. That just means when you're panning, the numbers are going down faster. Boosting gives you a 10% chance of getting bigger gems. So boosting gives you a size boost of plus 10%, which just means you have a 10% more chance of getting bigger gems. Titanic is a 1% roll. It gives you a size boost of plus 20% and capacity plus 25. That means you have 20% more chance of finding bigger ore. and it gives you the capacity of plus 25 in your pan. Greedy is a 5% roll. It gives you a cell boost of 20%. Midas is a 1% roll. It gives you a cell boost of plus 50%. Bless gives you capacity plus 25, so you have 25 more in your pan, and it gives a flat out luck of plus 10. Unstable is a 2% roll, and it gives a modifier boost plus 25%. Modifier boost means you have the chance of getting more mutated ore, aka like iridescent and scorching mutated ore. Part 7, we're going to be looking at what are the best enchantments and what are the meta enchantments. What are the best ones for you? So starting off, we're going to go with Destructive. Destructive is the best enchantment mid and early game. If you cannot get it Destructive, go for Forceful. But if you can go Destructive, it is extremely good. It is one of the best enchantments you get early game, one of the best enchantments mid game, and one of the best enchantments early late game. It's just way too good to pass up on. It outshines almost every other enchantment. On paper, it's just one of the better ones. After that, you want to go for Blessed. Once you have an Apocalypse Ring, which is a mythic item, which is the thing I have on my hand. Once you have an Apocalypse Bringer Ring, you want to go for Blessed. Do not go for Blessed before the Apocalypse Bringer, because your Shake Strength is going to suffer. You're going to fall behind a lot if you do that. First, go Destructive or Forceful, but work for that Destructive. Once you grind your Mythic Ring, which is the Apocalypse Bringer, and you get that Shake Strength, then you go for Blessed. And then on the final note, the other enchant that you're going to want is Midas or the Greedy enchant. And you're going to do this on a second pan. A lot of people don't know this, but if you go to your pans and you equip another pan, you can enchant that secondary pan. So that secondary pan, you want to have Midas. That's the best enchant because of the plus 50% extra cell value. But if you can't get it, go for Greedy. And you'll swap between them. So when I want to sell, I equip this one. And when I go back to panning, I equip my diamond one. That is the best enchantment you can have. That is a tier list for them. Every other one is very situational. It doesn't mean they're bad, but if you're following meta, Destructive, Blessed after getting Apocalypse Ring, and then Midas on a secondary pen. Now we make it to part 8, the final part. A lot of people are going to be asking, does the mutation, does the weight of the Aurorite that I give the enchantment, does it matter? Or does giving it legendary Aetherite guarantee higher rolls? No. Let's start off with Aetherite. Aetherite is the legendary version of Aurorite. Do not give it to the enchant. It is a complete waste. It does absolutely nothing. Save it for when they add new mythic crafts or new legendary crafts. Do not use it for enchantments. It is a complete waste. Now moving on to the Aurorite. The Aurorite weight, the Aurorite mutation has nothing to do with the enchantments you get. You give it a 4 kilogram or a 0.22, they have the same odds. Even if it's mutated, it does absolutely nothing. It is pure RNG no matter what you give it. As of now, it could change in the future. I'm not updated, but as of now, the type of ore you give it, the weight, the mutation has nothing with the RNG. It's just pure RNG what you get. With that, that'll be the end of the video. I'll mark every single part of the video in the YouTube thing, so you have a way to skip in between the video to see what you want. But that was an in-depth guide on enchantment, how enchantment works, best enchantments, how to get the ore, and it should just explain everything to you in a way that hopefully you understand how the enchantment works and how they help you in the long run. Anyways, thank you for watching the video.